The name of the new record is Propaganda. There's 13 new songs on it. Just recorded it with Howard Benson, the producer Howard Benson, in Los Angeles. We lived out there for a couple of months. We just did it. Band is a very rock band focused, power pop album. Pop in the classic sense, not in the
club rock.
Not in the club rock
Right.
sort of. It's a classic power pop album. It touches upon everything from Costello to the Raspberries to the Beatles. It's a very heavy backbeat pop influence. And since there's a band now, rather than the first record where
It's
it was
more
just
band influenced.
Yeah, it's more band influenced. I've taken advantage of the, what
We're exploring the
players
room.
can do. Yeah, we're exploring the room.
There's maybe like one track on this whole record that actually has like a beat track to it. Although we may add stuff later, the approach to this was to just leave it, or organic drums from start to finish, and then throw stuff on top of it. But there is one song that feeds off of a pre-existing beat. That's an Egyptian Musk. That's like our only kind of like true Depeche Mode-y, electronic thing, because we didn't want to ever get like thrown into that whole electronic sound to begin with. That wasn't even our intention from the beginning.
It was always supposed to sound like a band. Even if it was just me and Larry.
The first songs we wrote for Decadence were like, At the Speed of a Yellow Bullet and I Shot William H. Macy. These kind of like more just rock driven.
And a bunch of rock ones that didn't even make the record, but that was the gear of the band, was a certain rock sound. It just ended up being that because we got together with Automator, there was more beats involved. What number song is it?
I think it's going to be the second track on the record. Okay,
second song on the album. Powerful. Probably, could be the most raw, one of the more raw tracks on the album.
I like the subject matter though.
And
what it's about is just something that anyone in a band, like starting a band or in a band or whatever, can just relate to that. What the song is about, like how being in a band at the time, and like trying to like decide whether or not you yourself take seriously what you're doing. I think that's what comes across in that song. So it's like questioning everybody but questioning yourself at the same time, kind of. It's like inward but outward. Decadence was like, we were at a stage where it was almost like a side thing. It wasn't really going to be something that we even thought of to become a band. And a lot of the beats kind of influenced where that went and stuff, and that was working with Automator and stuff. But after that, the live band just evolved into the permanent band. So we wrote songs around that instead of like a track or something, or like a beat influence or a sample or something. It was strictly just the band in the room.
Hits is very, very important, but the thing is, it's organic hits. Hits is an important thing. I think this is a record of nearly 13, smashes. That's like, it's part of what we do. We're a pop rock band, and we take pop and we twist the idea of pop rock.
Make it a little heheavier.
Make it a little heavier here and there. Make it darker. Make it noisier.
I think that's what the whole propaganda thing, like kind of how it fits in. It's like we're trying to infiltrate the pop world, but still keep it pop, and keep it dark, but keep it pop. Subliminally try to keep it, a little more intense or heavy, and kind of like trick you and say, hey, actually, this kind of rocks too. It's not just poppy and catchy,